Alright, so we are back on Divas of Creation for the second time today because I've been getting asked like crazy questions about this, especially those of you that are joining my games, joining my Discord server and DMing me. Pretty much the number one question right now is, what build am I using so that way I'm leveling so fast, because I am currently level 35. So I figured I'd go ahead and give you guys the full breakdown on not only what weapons I'm using, but also what skills I have on them, and basically the area where I've sort of been farming for the last couple of hours. Because if I'll be completely honest, it starts to really slow down once you hit, I want to say like around level 27, maybe level 30 if you really want to be specific. But if you watch my video from earlier, you probably noticed that I was using dagger as well as bow. I have been using that for quite some time until I decided to make my way over to this part right here. Now, before we get into this part and basically what I've been doing here, let's go over what I have been using. So obviously it's no secret, I am currently using greatsword as well as bow. And to give you the easiest explanation here, greatsword, I'm using it for the AoEs, and my bow, I'm using it strictly for single target. Reason for this is because on top of all of this, I am also running a strictly only strength build. Absolutely no other attributes on anything else. So for my health, I'm solely depending on my armor as well as my dexterity and everything like that. One thing that you probably will notice is that I'm still using the green armor. Reason for this is because it is currently the only armor in the 30 range that has strength. So I will be using this all the way until we get to epic gear. That one obviously being the purple one, if you aren't aware. Now, as for what skills I'm using currently on my bow, I'm running stun shot, explosive shot, as well as solar arrow. I'm missing a couple of things here. Like for example, for my explosive shot, I will be putting on silence for the passive, for the second passive, I should say. And then over here for my great sword, I'm running sword slam, Skyrim strike, as well as sonic impulse. And again, a couple of things are missing here. If you notice, I'm missing a second passive for my sword slam. Reason for this is obviously because I just recently switched over to greatsword, so I didn't really have that many levels here. But once I get that point, I will be putting it into speed. Same for down here for my sonic impulse. I will also be putting it into speed. Now, some of you might be asking why I am opting to do that, and the reason is plain and simple. What I have been doing for the last couple of hours is big pulls. I'm going to show you guys really quickly where I'm talking about, but it's basically over here in Lizardman Marsh. I sort of hit this standstill where I really wasn't making any more progress with the story because I am stuck on the Karnak quest, which if you have not done that, then you have no idea what's going on. But yeah, that quest is kind of a pain. Why am I not grabbing onto the wall? There we go. That quest is kind of a pain, even though, to be honest, I really haven't tried doing it again since like level 27, but it doesn't even matter. I'll probably just get back to that at some other point, because the thing is that I was sort of going around trying to see where there's side quests. Side quest is kind of like what I was depending on because most of them are repeatable. Something told me to come all the way over here. First off, I decided to go all the way into here where Karnak is. The ogres, it was nice, but the thing is that the ogres have a special attack. So unfortunately, it means that sometimes you have to dodge out of their way in order to avoid the special attack. These feral fiends over here don't have a special attack. And on top of that, there is also an NPC right over here on this side, which is Hazira. They give you a repeatable quest over and over again where you just have to kill 15 of the fiend soldiers and 10 of the fiend generals. And honestly, man, this is super, super easy. Personally, what I like to do, I'll go ahead, use my mount. Obviously, some of you might not have your mount yet, but go ahead, round them all up. Once I round them all up, I just sort of jump off my mount. Wait, this one's getting away. No, come back. All right, so round them all up. We jump off of our mount, turn around here, hit them with this, hit them with that, and this, and we're done. That's pretty much it. That was extremely loud. I don't even know how loud that was, but wow, that actually blew my eardrums out. But there we go. That in itself, I just completed the fiend soldier portion of it. Then I'll just go ahead, jump on my mount. Okay, and I messed that up. Like I was saying, jump on my mount, travel down here where the generals are, and do the same thing over here. Do this over and over again. You're getting 3,000 XP from this, as well as all of the XP that you're getting from pulling in a bunch of these mobs. And it's just been easy levels. Dude, I've been leveling like once every hour and a half, something like that. It's just been so simple, honestly. All right, so editing Carbon here. I know that this is a little weird because I'm technically level 46 now. This video was recorded last night, and I just wanted to go ahead and make a quick correction here where I told you that I would make a follow-up video for the level 40 zone. It turns out that you can pretty much stay in this specific zone all the way up to level 50. Some of you might be wondering why I currently have the samurai gear on, and the reason for this is because I did eventually transition over to the catacombs once I hit level 40, so that way I was able to go ahead and farm for the epic greatsword, which unfortunately I have not been lucky, which as you can see here, I've been doing quite a bit of farming inside the catacombs. Funny enough though, I did get the 0.05% legendary drop, which I can't use until level 50, but still no luck on the epic one. Either way, I just wanted to kind of squeeze this in there. We'll do a follow-up video if you guys want to see some more stuff at level 50, maybe some catacombs content. Let me know in the comments, drop a like on this video. But now we're going to get back to the video. But now if we come back over here to Virtus, you'll probably be wondering, well, that's nice and all, but obviously you need to be level 30 in order to go do that other area. There is a couple of other areas where you can go to do lower level stuff. Like for instance, if you're level, I want to say like level 15, 17, somewhere around there, you could come to Stonehaven Grove. There's also obviously the mini quest, or I guess the side quest that is in Florin Village. In other words, you're basically just looking for a repeatable side quest that's going to make life a lot easier. The story is entertaining and it does make you feel like you're progressing more, but by no means are you going to be leveling up fast by just doing the story. I wasted personally a lot of time just going after the story, and that's the reason why I ended up getting stuck in the quest with the mount and all of that stuff. I probably spent an unnecessary amount of time on that quest, probably like a solid 4 or 5 hours that I could have really spent farming a side quest with the build that I'm using right now, and I would have been leveling up so much faster. I probably would have been level 30 yesterday. With the method that I'm using, I will probably be level 40 by the end of tonight, which means technically I will finally be allowed to enter the catacombs. I don't exactly know if that's going to be the best place to go to, but I'm going to check it out and see what I can do there, and then I'll probably do a follow-up video. So like I mentioned before, you can come over here to Lorenzo, talk to him. He'll send you over to do the Lizard Man quest. It isn't exactly in Stonehaven Grove, but it's right exactly here. So right in between Fishing Village and Stonehaven Grove. And again, this one you can do probably when you're around level 15, level 16, something like that. So again, man, just make sure that you switch over to bow as well as greatsword. It's going to be your best option. These 3 attacks are honestly amazing, and all of them combined together is really kind of OP. Quick little thing that I'll also throw in here is that if you are personally running the exact same thing that I'm running, because you are using green armor basically for a long period of time and going up against some really strong enemies closer to the end, my recommendation is that you always start off the fight with Sword Slam, because obviously if you have it set up to the skill tree that I have over here, using this will go ahead and heal you. And it's going to be extremely important because currently we are extremely squishy because of the fact that I am a fully strength build. Now, obviously, it's completely up to you. You can go ahead and put a little bit in Constitution if you want, so that way you have higher health and you don't have to worry about that. Maybe you're not playing at like really high FPS or anything. On top of that, I would also like to point out that I do have a fairly good trait on right now. To be more specific, it is the Mystical Strength one, which is a 3.9%. And that does bump up my strength by 12%. So also something else that you should keep in mind. Well, this is interesting. I have no idea what's going on here, but I'm with it. But yeah, man, I figured this would be so much easier than me having to explain it every single time that somebody asks me. Now I can just go ahead and link this video to you. So if I did happen to link this to you when you asked me, hi there, and I hope that this helped you out. As promised, I'm going to have some more guides up on the channel here soon. For those of you that are getting into level 30, I just showed you kind of a quick little area. Hopefully that area doesn't start getting full now. But as I mentioned, I will also show you guys the level 40 area once I get there. So far in this video, we knocked out the level 20 area, being obviously the lizards at Lorenzo's. And we also knocked out the level 30 area, being the Lizard Man Marsh. Let me know in the comments if you guys have any questions whatsoever. Obviously, if you're a lower level, even if you're a higher level than me, feel free to ask in the comments. I have seen a couple of level 50s in the videos and talking to me as well, so I appreciate all the help, man. I'm sort of just posting as I learn, so bear with me. If anything is wrong or you have any better solutions or better options, please let us know in the comments. I would really appreciate it. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to drop a like, subscribe to the channel for more Divas of Creation videos. I've said this already a million times, man, but I'm having an insane amount of fun. Once we get here to end game content, I will more than likely be streaming while we farm a bunch of legendary gear and just hopefully getting some flying mounts. Either way, man, I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.